All right, guys. Hope you're having a good day. I just got in my children's Jeep Wrangler Deluxe four-seater stroller wagon by Delta Children. I'm gonna unbox this thing and put it together. It's pretty heavy. This thing weighs, I mean, look how tall it is. This thing is huge. I don't know the weight, but it's probably a good 100 pounds. It's probably a good 100 pounds. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna turn my camera around and let's get this thing unboxed and put together, y'all. Here we go. All right. See how tall it is? Shit. I'm 5'8", so it's pretty big. Probably about 3.5 feet, probably about 3.5 feet. All right, man. I'm excited. My wife ordered this off of Amazon, I believe, for we're gonna start doing like zoo trips once a month, going to the zoo. Since we have 3 little kids, it's perfect. My snap-on knife, pretty nice knife. It's by CRKT. Hopefully it's not too bad. Alright, so what it looks like is, I'm gonna flip the box that way and then pull the box off of it. Here. And I'll just gotta get this one up. Of course there's one that filled with. There we go. I wonder if there's a gross weight on this thing. I'm very curious to see how heavy it is. Big old box. Right. Wow. Jeez Louise. So, here's a wheel. Smells like new rubber. Smells like new rubber, y'all. One wheel, 2 wheel. All right, put the wheels over there. Cardboard. It's packaged real nicely. So let's see. Let's see what the best way this is going, the easiest way this is going to work out. This looks like the, I'm not sure. Let me cut these. Cut these zip ties off of this styrofoam right here. 2 zip ties, 3, and 4. 4 zip ties. All right. So this looks like some type of locking mechanism. Put that on the side for right now. Let's take a look. Take a look and see what we got going on here. This thing is huge. Of course, we don't have instructions, so it's all right. Oh, Lordy. All right, this is is like a little travel case. It's got the Jeep emblem on it. Feels like a cooler, actually. Yeah. So yeah, this is like an ice box. Got the cooler material on the inside. No idea what that is. They got cup holders in here. 1 cup holder, 2 cup holders. Okay. So that's the cooler part. Alright. There's a seat. Oh, it's just 2 seats. So one child would go here, another child would go here. That's if you have 2 babies. So I have 1 baby, she's 7 months. So she'll go here. Hopefully there's another row for my 2-year-old. Let's put this on the side. Here, let's see what this is. This looks like a little canopy of some sort. Yeah. So this is the top of it. This is going to go on the top to keep them keep the sun off of them. Okay. Put this on the side. Instructions. Yes. All right. Let's see. 2 years of protection. So with 2 front wheels, 2 rear wheels. Rear axle, the rear wheel axle, that's what that first piece was. This is the rear wheel axle, y'all. Rear axle connection tubes, we have 2 of those. The wagon frame, which is that big piece, with a leatherette handlebar, 2 cup holders, which they're in the little ice box thingy. They call it a cooler bag with carrying strap. We have a cooler adapter, a parent organizer, a canopy, which is the thing that I unfolded. That's a canopy. Canopy frame, which is already attached to the canopy, so that's nice. All right, so let's see what else we got. Have another wheel. These smaller wheels are the front ones, and these big ones that I first showed are the rear wheels. So you have 2 front wheels, 2 rear wheels. I only have springs on them. Look. Nice. Very nice, very nice. What else we got? So that unclips there, and it should. There's a clip on this side. I just kind of separated it. There we go. Boom. Not too hard. Not too hard. We have a cup holder for us, for the adults. Here's the other front wheel. Alright, so I got my 2 front wheels and my 2 rear wheels. We have this cardboard. I'm going to take off all the sides. It's very well packaged as well. Very well packaged. All right. There's cardboard and styrofoam all over it. That way That way it prevents the damage from when it's being delivered to your house. Alright, here's another row of seating. This is for bigger kids. Alright, so this is the bigger child, and then the other one, you can see the difference. Little kids, bigger kids. So that's pretty cool. Pretty nice. More styrofoam here. Up like that. Got another piece of cardboard here. Let's cut that there. Alright, so well, I guess what I'm going to do now is attach, I'm going to attach the wheels is what I'm going to do. Alright. Let me glance over the instructions real quick. Alright. Preparing the wagon, unfold the wagon, unlatch the wagon by pulling the latch away from the front posts. After latch is clear, allow the wagon to unfold or manually pull the wagon apart. And then, okay, it tells me to flip it over upside down. Like such. Now, how does this lock into place? That's my question. It doesn't want to lock. That's weird. I'm gonna have to figure that part out, how to lock it. See how it wants to fall down instead of locking in place like this? Alright. Or maybe it's not supposed to. Alright, so what is the front? There is a difference between the front and the rear. Okay. So this is going to be the rear, and this is going to be the front. So the rear wheels. So the rear wheels are the big ones. That's going to be these. So it says to push these in. All right. Lock these in place. And then so there's gonna have to be something else here. So here's the rear axle. They just clip in. All right, let's put that on the ground. All right. Well, attach and removing rear wheels. Attach rear wheel axle connection tubes into the rear wheel axle until they click into a locked position. To attach the rear wheels, push each wheel, which I already did that. Pull outward on wheel to ensure that the wheel is secure. To release the wheel from the axle while pressing the release button located on the back of the wheel by removing, okay, easy enough. Alright, let's see. Shouldn't be that difficult. It shouldn't be, but Something doesn't add up. Unfold the wagon, unlatch the wagon by pulling away from the latch posts. After the latch is clear, allow the wagon to unfold or manually pull apart. That is strange. I don't know. They're supposed to have something that pops out of the bottom of here, like a shaft that comes out and goes in these holes here, but it isn't in there. Oh, you know what? I think they're in here. I remember seeing these earlier. They had these inside of, here it is, yep. Look, see the little clamps? They were inside of the ice box. I'm like, no, something don't make sense, but I see it now. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and install these on here. Like such. I'm gonna do it on this side so I can show you. Boom. Alright. So now they're there. Now I can install this like this. All right. Perfect. Took me a second to figure that out. And then these basically just slide right in there. Yep. Boom. All right. Now that I have the wheels attached, it's probably gonna want me to flip it back upside, the right side. Yep. All right. Awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip it back on its wheels the correct way. Boom. All right. And then these here also adjust upwards. You can adjust it however you need it. This thing is huge, y'all. All right. So now I want to figure out how to put the seats in the wagon. So it's probably just, so it's got these little separate dividers. Let's see. Alright, so you gotta undo these side pieces there. I'm gonna show you, let me get the camera and show y'all what I'm doing. To attach these seats. So you have these side pieces here that these were already in it. So I just pulled them out of there. And then I did the same thing on that side. And this on the side here is gonna connect to there. That's what it looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that real quick. I'll put the phone back down. So far this isn't too bad, y'all. And it fits in the groove. you have one for this part right here. And I'm going to do the same thing for this as well. So I'll show you how I did it on that side. Alright, so what you want to do is pull this off like that. You just come up, just pull there. You don't have to press any buttons. It's a little tight. It's a snug fit, but you just pull it up. There we go. There we go. Now, I'm going to take this, and you see on the sides, they have those things right there. Alright, I'm going to put the phone back on the holder so I could do it like this. This thing is really, really big. Got one there. Got one there. One there. And there. Boom. And let me get my handy dandy scissors. Cut that off. This thing's the size, the length of my arm span. So this is the front here. We could probably put that up like that. Awesome. Look at that. That's cool. And then I'm gonna see, where do we attach this at? Let's see. Oh, okay, we can put it right there. No. Let's see where the instructions tell me to put this. I'll worry about that next. Next, I'm gonna put up the canopy. So the canopy should cover the whole thing. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right. So the same thing, like we adjust how we put the seats on there. It's got these little grooves on each corner. This is just gonna slide right in. One there. One there. One there. And one there. Boom. Easy peasy. Let's go see, turn it around. Look at that. Got the Jeep emblem. Some solid rims. Got the canopy. Man, I kind of want to get in here and get pushed around, yo. Look at that. I wonder who I'm going to put where. Maybe just my 2-year-old will sit on this side, and my 7-month-old put her here. And my 5-year-old, he could walk. But he could sit in there too. He don't need to be strapped down. Well, maybe he does. He's 5. He's gonna want to go crazy. And then this kind of zips. Wonder what's in. Huh. Oh no! Look at that, y'all. A sun blocker. Dude, Jeep has got it going on. Look at that. That is pretty sick. And they got one for each side. That is dope. Look at that. Got luggage right here. Diapers and whatnot. Got the Jeep emblem on this side as well. Oh man, that's pretty nice. All right, man. And then you put stuff underneath their seat because this is raised. See, you got all this room underneath here. On both sides, it's elevated, so it's not sitting on the ground. And then here's the rear axle here, to where you can, I guess, oh, that locks it from rolling backwards, y'all. Okay. And then you pop it up and it rolls. Yep. There you go. That's where you lock it in on the rear axle for inclines, or if you just want to sit it still. Look how cool that is, man. That is nice. And then that's it. Well, maybe I want to see where we put the I don't see where they put the ice bag. Oh, the ice bag goes on the side in the rear. So this is the rear axle. So this is going on the right side of the back. Huh. Well, I'll figure that out later. Or you can hang it. You can hang it as well. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome, awesome. Wrangler Deluxe 4-seat stroller wagon. Jeep by Delta Children. So I don't know if it's from Jeep, but I'm assuming it is because it says Wrangler Edition Jeep. I don't know. But yep. And I'll figure out. We might not even use this. Who knows? But if we do, I might put it right here, because that's where it says to put it. Let's see. It's got this little latch on the back. We can just put it right here, like that. Yeah. We'll put some waters or whatever else in there. That's it, man. Show y'all the box one more time. Well, that's that, man. That thing is huge. All right, man. Well, hope y'all have a great day. Hope y'all enjoyed this unboxing of the Wrangler Deluxe Jeep stroller for your children, guys. If y'all have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Hit that like and subscribe button. Y'all have a great day. Peace.